righty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here this evening. Thursday night, we're almost there. And welcome to all of you who've tuned in live this evening. It's exciting, as usual, to be a Thursday night, and it's exciting to be at DuePoint as well. And I'm hoping this evening that I can demonstrate to you why we're so excited about DuePoint, what we believe that we are doing here that we think can change South Africa. If any of you have been watching the news over the last couple of days, you only see turmoil. If you've been seeing what's happening down in the south of Joburg, it is a complete nightmare. And here at DuePoint, we want to try and bring some joy back to South Africans. We want to give them purpose, we want to give them objective, and we want to give them solution to their problems so that they can live a different kind of life than the one we're seeing on TV at the moment. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about DuePoint for the next few minutes. DuePoint, as you might or might not already know, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. This is important to note. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. We've been around since 1952. This is our 66th year of training. We'll be 67 next year. That means we're nearly 7 decades old. This is something that we tell you to give you some confidence. We want you to go away. We want you to do some research. We want you to go and look up our licenses. There's just one of our FSP licenses there. Go and make sure that you know who you are dealing with here at DuePoint so that you know that we are different from everybody else. At the moment, as you know, often people are very disappointed. They are let down by these things that are coming in from offshore, blowing in, as I teased the other day, on the container ships in Durban Harbour, you know, and then taking their money and leaving. We want you to know that you are dealing here with a homegrown South African company. It's been around for a long time, well established, licensed and listed. In addition, we want you to know that we're real. If you have not been to our offices, I encourage you, wherever you are, to make a visit here. Come and see. We're real people. We're real officers. We've got real guests. We want you to come and see what's happening here in Joburg with DuePoint so that you've got confidence about what we're trying to achieve here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what is it that we do? Well, we've got two objectives. Our primary objective at DuePoint is to create wealth in the hands of South Africans. That's what we're doing. We're putting something in the hands of South Africans that they can create a regular, recurring, and reliable income with. Right now, everything that we see does not create that level of stability in the hands of South Africans. What do we see mainly? We see these things where you are forced to sell something or asked to sell something, whatever it might be. Pots, pans, toiletries, cleaning agents, cryptocurrency, whatever it is, there's always something new out there that they want you to sell. But the problem with that is it doesn't create reliable, recurring income. What it does is it creates cash in the moment that flows through your hands, because the moment the money is spent, you've got to go and sell again before you can create income again. At DuePoint, we don't work like that. We want to create a recurring and reliable income, because when we do that, we put you in a position where you're able to start unplugging yourself from the things you've been using to survive right now in South Africa. You know what your financial and economic circumstances are right now. You know that right now you use debt as your primary tool for survival. That's what we do. Debt is the only thing we can use to bridge the gap between what we earn and our expenditure. And what have we learned this year with regard to expenditure? Well, what we know is we've had 7 tax increases in 1 year. I don't know if you've been following it. 6 petrol price increases, that's all tax, and a VAT increase. All of us got poorer 7 times this year. All of us. That's a reality. That's a fact. It's something that I wish I could discard, but I can't. The fact is, all of us got poorer 7 times this year. And none of us were in a position where we could escape the fact that we were going to rely more heavily on debt than we've ever relied on it before in our lives. But somewhere along the line, the debt's going to stop being handed out, or the bridge you're using is going to collapse. These are two realities, and it's only a matter of time before it occurs. And so we are trying here at DuePoint, we are working towards the creation of wealth, because when you have wealth, you're able to control your income. And when you can control your income, you no longer need debt to survive. That's our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is we want South Africans back involved in the financial services space in South Africa again. It is the largest sector in our economy. It is massively regulated, and as a result, most South Africans are not involved in it. What we're hoping to do here at DuePoint is to get South Africans involved again, benefiting from the sector of our economy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with those two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system It's very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, you're given one task by us. That one task is the simple task of connecting people to us. If you're able to connect people to us, we're able to expand our market. When we expand our market, we're able to make sales of our products and create revenue. The beautiful thing about our system is that you are never involved in the sales process. You don't have to talk about our products. You don't have to sell our products. You don't have to advise. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to do any of that. With DuePoint, you simply connect individuals to us, and we do the work for you in the creation of this extra recurring income. Because our products are financial services and lifestyle products, they run automatic debit order systems. Every month that debit order runs, every month your income comes in. They don't expire, they don't go off, you don't have to return them, you don't have to go and find the ones that are broken and bring them back to us. Every time the product works perfectly, and every month the debit order is raised. This gives you freedom, guys. This gives you freedom because you don't have to worry every month about the person you connected to us 2 years ago, the person you connected to us last month, the person you've lost contact with. It doesn't matter. We raise those debit orders and your income comes in after just one connection. And folks, we design the system as well to cater for your lifestyle. Anybody's lifestyle, no matter how busy or how free they are, can be a wealth engineer. Our system is designed to allow you to build channels, teams of individuals that will create wealth for you in this process. This means that you don't need a lot of time. You're able to leverage the time of others in the creation of wealth here at DuePoint. And it means as well that you're able to not only buy financial freedom here, but you're able to buy time freedom with us as well. Folks, this is not a job. You are kept independent of us in the system here at DuePoint. You are put now in a position where you pick up a tool. That tool you get at no charge here at DuePoint. All these things that have blown in from the container ships want your money. That's the first sign that you're in trouble, is when they come and ask you for your money. At DuePoint, we don't ask you for your money. What we say is pick up the tool and start creating wealth, not start expending wealth on us. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer. We're never going to ask you for a startup fee or a monthly fee. You're never going to have to buy kits or starter kits or products here. You do not lose money in the process of being a wealth engineer with us. And you also are not restricted by who can or who can't be in your channel creating wealth. At DuePoint, everybody can be involved because you're not brokers, you're not agents or intermediaries, and you're not selling or advertising. Everybody can be in your channel creating wealth. And so, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is now in a position to create for themselves, for the first time, real wealth, an asset. An asset is something that produces income on a monthly basis. Many South Africans, I would argue most, have not yet fully understood that they do not create assets right now in their lives. What South Africans are doing right now they are working jobs. You guys know it. You're all in jobs. You're all in jobs. And what does the job do? Nothing. It creates an income for you once a month, and then it is gone the next month. And you cannot hand it over to your children. It will not outlive you. Here at DuePoint, we put you in a position where these channels you create, the income they produce, will automatically be handed over to your children one day. It means that not only will you benefit from the income that you've created here at DuePoint, but your children and your grandchildren will benefit from the income you created. This is how we change the economy here in South Africa, is through something that allows you to build something beyond yourself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we built this system as well so that you can be proud of it. Every aspect of this system you should be able to be proud of. We got rid of selling. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to have any particular type of personality. You also don't have to carry stock around with you, so there's none of those practical issues in the way as well. You don't have to worry about the delivery of stock and all of that jazz. And in addition, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to present. Using our technology, we're able to be everywhere all at one time every day. Folks, without technology, only Rob and I need to present for you. It means you're never ever going to have to gather people up in your room again and try and become an expert presenter. No. Here at DuePoint, we give you 4 ways of connecting people to us that don't require you to present. The first way is you can pick up one of our USB sticks. You can either purchase it from our information counter any time of the day for 170 Rand. That USB stick has got all the stuff on you need to connect people to us. In addition, if you're around the country, simply call our client service team and order one. We'll have it delivered to you. You plug it into a TV or a computer, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way of connecting people to us is come and sit in our studio. We present out of here 7, 8, 9 times a week, and all you need to do is pop by when we have a scheduled time where we're presenting or broadcasting, and come and sit in our studio with us, and we do the presentation for you. And then the third way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, select the presentations that you like the most, and play them 24 hours a day anywhere in the country to the people that you want to connect to DuePoint. Do you need to convince them? No. Do you need to sell to them? No. The task of connecting people to us is not a task that requires you to do any of the stuff you might have done in the past. You simply click play and sit back and let us do the work in connecting people to DuePoint here. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth way of connecting people to us is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our broadcasts, so as I said, 7, 8, 9 times a week, is broadcast live across the country. If you know when we're going to be on, you go to our website or to our events menu on your app with us, you know that you can click the live button next to us when we're on, and you can be in the room with us no matter where you are in the country. We don't know of anybody else in the country today that's doing that. That offers you the opportunity to stand inside our offices no matter where you are in the country and be part of a live presentation every day. That's for you. It's for you to be able to create wealth with. It's for you to not have to be burdened as you have before in a system you haven't understood, you haven't been connected to, you haven't been able to use properly, and as a result you've spent 5 minutes on it and moved to the next thing. Here you're able to sink down roots and create lifetime permanent wealth with us. As you connect people to us, some of the people you connect to us are going to become wealth engineers just like you. When they do, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk are going to go out and they're going to connect individuals like you to us, and again we're going to allocate them to you, and your channel is going to grow and grow and grow over time across the country. We then come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your income is born without you having spent a single cent and without you having sold a single pot. You're in the position where we have created this wealth for you. Now folks, what's important to note is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a scheme of any type. It is in fact genuine income, and like any genuine opportunity, it's going to take your time and your effort to succeed at it. I heard a fantastic talk just yesterday where a guy said to one of the most famous network marketers in the world was challenged by the question, why do so many people fail at network marketing? And he said, because people come into network marketing with this expectation that it's different to everything else. They come into their careers and they go, no, I'm going to spend 20 years building a career. That's their starting expectation. Other people will say, I'm going to start my own business. It's going to take me at least 3 years to get profitable and another 3 years to get to pay back the money I spent in starting the business. There's this expectation it'll take 6 to 10 years to succeed in. But when people are connected to direct selling businesses, they go, if I'm not rich in the next 3 months, there's something wrong with the system. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right up front, right now, you're not going to be rich in 3 months with DuePoint. Probably one of the biggest mistakes we make at DuePoint is being too honest. We tell everybody the exact opposite of what they're hearing everywhere else. Everywhere else you go, your WhatsApp groups, your Facebook groups, whatever, they're telling you, come here, and in 90 days, we'll make you rich. Well, you will find at DuePoint we do the exact opposite. We create permanent wealth here, and permanent wealth is going to take time and effort. And those of you who are willing to stick it out, those of you who can endure, will live lives very different from everybody else in South Africa. But you will have paid the price for it. You will have had to endure and do the work when others let you down and were unwilling to do so. Now folks, if you are able to do that, if you have the mindset and the desperation to change your circumstances, that you are willing to put that time and effort in, well then we're able to start that process of wealth creation here at DuePoint. We start with the facilitation of our products. We've got 4 products. Full details of our products are on our website and on our YouTube channel. Guys, you will not receive the full details in any one of these presentations. And so if you're watching one of them tonight hoping we'll go through all the details of the product, you'll be disappointed. It's not what we're going to do. go to our website, click on either the documents, and you can get the full documents to read, or on the video review button, and it'll give you the full product in video for you. You don't even have to read it if you struggle to read. So folks, go and do that for the full product details. But here are the 4 products in summary. Access Wealth is 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 products. Your very own tax-free investment account, of which we put 100 Rand in every month, and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product is 249 Rand a month, gives you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover with no waiting periods, no medical examinations, and no maximum age limits. You can be any age and you can take this product. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at $299. It's got 2 elements again. One is funeral cover, and one is outstanding debt cover. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and you get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt for the principal member. You can also add 5 or 10 family members to that product as well. And then folks, our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Our Wealth Points Buyers Club is our buyers club. For 299 Rand a month, you get to be a member of our club. And as a member of our club, you now have access immediately to all of our suppliers. And we're always adding new ones. We've got retail stores in there, data manufacturers, gyms, appliance stores. What I love about this product is you can immediately get more value back from it than your payment each month if you use the product properly. We've had the example before. We've got, I haven't mentioned it in years, I was just reminded of it the other day. One of our suppliers is Hirsch's. You want to go and buy any of your appliances, cell phones, anything like that. You go there, and the discounts that you can get there as a Wealth Point program, a Buyers Club member, will pay for your premium for the next 10 years on one purchase. You know, pay for your 299 Rand, you could get a 3,000 Rand discount. That's 10 months of your 299 right there. It is one of the most immediate products of value. So again, I encourage you, go and watch the training videos and the review videos. There must be 4 of them online at the moment on our YouTube channel. Go and see how you can use this product to save yourself some money. So folks, traditionally, how do we get you guys to buy products? How do we get you to connect to us as an insurance or a bank? Well, you guys know it. We spend hundreds of millions every year advertising to you. Who pays for the advertising? Well, you do. I mean, I often laugh. People say, when you look at direct selling, I've done the maths and it doesn't work. Well, have you ever done the maths on the advertising cost? We spend nearly $1 billion. In fact, I think we spent over $1 billion last year on advertising. Have you done the maths around that? Folks, how do we pay for that? We get you to pay for it through your funeral cover, your banking fees, your car insurance. 30 to 50% of your monthly payment is for next month's advertising. Now here at DuePoint, you will find we do 0 advertising, 0. That's why you've never heard of us before today, because we use you. We use you to connect people to us. And as you connect the people to us, we've now got this flow of income that we were going to spend on DSTV, SABC, etc. before, but now, because we're not advertising, we're able to redirect it and put that flow of wealth in your hands and the hands of your channel. We do it in 2 ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand every month for every product payment in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to some of your friends. They become wealth engineers and they make their product payments. When they do, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. It's 55 Rand every month going forward for every product. If they take more than one product, you get 55 Rand for every product. So if they take 2, it's 110, 365, 4, 220 Rand. You have this ability to leverage wealth you never could do with your jobs. Right now, can you go to your boss and say, tomorrow I want more? You know that you cannot. But here at DuePoint, you can give yourself a raise every single month. You can choose to do this. These folks are going to go out, they're going to talk to some of their friends. They'll become wealth engineers. When they do and they pay for their product, again, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand again. 55 Rand again. Folks, you add up the dots on that screen there, even though it's an example, it demonstrates that off the least amount of effort here, really, we believe that you can get yourself to 1,000 Rand a month with us in just about no time. 1,000 Rand a month is not what they promised you on Facebook. It's not what they promised you on your WhatsApp groups. We know this. But what we promise you is real and genuine and permanent. What we promise you actually happens. We say it often, we deliver on the promises we make here at DuePoint. And 12,000 extra Rand a year is a wonderful promise to have delivered on. I know, 12,000 Rand a year would pay for Christmas this year. How many people are going to be battling? It's Christmas in 60 days' time, guys. December is coming up at a rapid rate. What is Christmas going to look like for the average South African this year? Sure, I don't know. I get quite sad when I think about it. But imagine if you had just 1,000 Rand a month coming in from DuePoint. What would that do for your Christmas at the end of the year? Maybe it would inspire you to do a little bit more, to put a little bit more time, a little bit more energy, and a little bit more effort into the construction of your channels. If you were able to do that, well, then you would continue to earn on every product payment in your channel down to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you will always get 4% of 27 Rand 50 as long as you qualify to earn. And that means that you have unlimited potential in your earnings here at DuePoint. You can create an income of any size. Hand your channel over to your children, and they can continue to grow it or just earn what you've created in your lifetime. It's generational legacy that we've put here. And we've said, what's the price for this? The price for this is time. What is that time price? Well, we asked ourselves that question too. We know South Africans are busy, so we designed the system for busy South Africans. We said, you haven't got a lot of time, so you'll grow slowly with us. We did a whole lot of maths, and we came up with a formula we called the 3+2 formula. It says in your first month, you're responsible for just connecting 3 people to your first point. Just 3. 3 in an entire month. Doesn't matter how busy you are, you can find 3 people. And then it says every month thereafter, 3+2, +2, you have to connect 2 people to your channel. Every month thereafter. You've got to be persistent. You've got to do it every month. It means you're going to have to do it over Christmas now too. And you know what that's like? Everybody's chila over December. This we know. Hey? Flip how we fight to get people active in December. Guys, if you're poor in November, you're going to be poorer in January unless you do something in December. In December, you've got to connect 2 people. That's what we say. You've got to do it every single month. If you can pay that price over time, 3 +2 +2 +2 +2 +2, after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand a month is 30,000 Rand a year. That's you connecting 2 people a month. What about if we just connected more than 2 people a month? I know Rob gets cross with me. He says, no, we must tell them to connect more because 2 people is just ridiculously little a month. So we're running our Wealth Quest this month where you've got to connect 7 people and get 2 qualified. I mean, it's like 1.5 people a week. It's really not a big ask, but 2 people a month is only 1 every 2 weeks. That gets you to 2,500 Rand. Imagine if your boss said, I need you to do 2 simple tasks a month and I'll increase your earnings until you're earning 2,500 Rand more in 6 months' time. I mean, you'd be all hands in. Here we say, guys, you've got that opportunity. You can give yourself a 2,500 Rand raise in the next 6 months if you're willing to put 2 people in every single month. If you push through to a year with us, it jumps to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. And as far as I'm concerned, we've solved the whole economic problem in South Africa. If we can get every South African to 10,000 more Rand a month, everything's changed. You know, we talk about this all the time. People are getting retrenched. Businesses are closing down. South Africa's economy is in the second recession in 3 years. How much better does it feel when they come to you and say, you're retrenched, you're not receiving any more money anymore, but you've got 9,000 to 10,000 Rand flowing in every month? How does that feel? What about that backup plan? What is our backup plan as South Africans? We're so quick. We're so quick to go, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing it. But we're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Which means that when that day comes, that they say, you don't have a job anymore, you're in real trouble. You're in real trouble. And we're saying, can you give us 1 year? 1 year to put in place an insurance policy. 1 year to put in place a backup plan so that when something happens, you're ready for it. You're ready for it. Can you do a year with us? The guys in the room, you know how long a year is when you're doing this. It's not so easy to just say yes because you had that expectation, remember. If I'm not rich in 3 months, it's not working. You just don't look at it the right way. I'm going to ask you tonight to look at it the right way. You're about to embark on an entrepreneurial venture with us that will create lifetime permanent wealth. You've got to give us time. If you can give us 2 years, we'll make the 9,000, 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. If you can give us 3 years, it'll rise to 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. 3 years. If you can give us 4 years, it's up to 60 to 60,000 Rand a month. And if you can give us 5 years of your time, 60 months, then we can make it 80 to 100,000 Rand. As I watch those shows, Patrick, you were showing me now of these guys fighting down in the south of Joburg. I asked myself, if only they could give me 5 years. They wouldn't have to say, get rid of all the police and change all the police in the police station and this and the government must and the government. They could just do it themselves. They could get up and they could leave that suburb. They could buy a house. They could move away. They could put their children through school. Do you think they'd be willing to give me 5 years? Are you willing to give me 5 years to change your circumstances to the point where you're earning 80 to 100,000 rand a month? How many South Africans are just not willing to do it? They're just not. I've had a good laugh. One of the guys said to me, no, people struggle with the language at DuePoint. They watch the presentation. They don't understand what's going on at the end. I just laugh. I say, no, they know what's going on. We're talking about the creation of money. There's no fooling them. What they realize a little later is going to require work, and then they come up with excuses. Ladies and gentlemen, you can come up with excuses, understandably. That's your prerogative. But when I look at South Africa today, I think we've run out of time. I think we don't have any more the luxury of excuses anymore. We now have to just work hard. Work hard. I've done a whole study of the last sort of 100 years around the world, and I was looking at what happened around the Great Depression. When they came out of World War II, when the world came out of World War II, ain't nobody giving anybody anything. Everybody had to put their heads down and work. And I think we're very close to that kind of circumstance at the moment, where there's no more giving out. There's no more freeze. There's no more give me this, give me that. It's now head down and work. And we're going to have to spend the time, 5 years of head down work to get ourselves out of that hole. When are we going to make that decision? When are we going to put our heads down and do it? Ladies and gentlemen, we have people at DuePoint doing it already. There are people out there doing it already. We had Sandra up on stage about 2 weeks ago talking about how she's doing it. She's been with us for 2 years. She was here. She built wealth with us that we paid her. She earned 20,000 Rand in her first 12 months with us. 20,000 Rand in her first 12 months with us. And then she disappeared because someone came along and said, hey, no, come here. You can earn faster. We'll make you rich in 90 days and take you to China and teach you another language. And she discovered during the course of the next year that none of that was true. And that it was going to take time there too if she was going to create any form of wealth. But what she realized was that outside of DuePoint she couldn't create permanent wealth. But we kept paying her, and every month over the entire year that she was away, she got paid by DuePoint. And she went, what am I doing? What am I doing? And she's come back. She's already formed a team of 8 people, and her channel's up to nearly 400 people now as she grows again wealth that's permanent here at DuePoint. We had Casper on stage as well with us. He's been with us for 2.5 years now, been working hard. He can tell you about retrenchments. He can talk to you about jobs that no longer pay, and he can talk to you about not being in control of his income. But during the dealing with all of those circumstances, he's built for himself a channel that's now worth 7,000 Rand a month. He's earned 50,000 Rand from DuePoint as just extra backup income. And he's heading now well towards changing his life forever with us. And then we had Lynette. She too has been working like crazy for the last 2 years. She is the model of perseverance. I was looking at her channel today. My goodness, has Lynette worked hard over the last 2.5 years to put herself now in a position where she's gone from rank 3 to rank 8 this year, and she's 2 or 3 products, not people, products away from going rank 9. 2 or 3. It's absolutely incredible. And already as it is, when we pulled these numbers, her channel was worth 16,000 Rand. It's worth more now. 16,000 Rand a month. What is your backup plan? Do you have a backup plan that pays you 16,000 Rand a month? Do you? Lynette does. Absolutely incredible. And she has, over the last 2.5 years, earned 140,000 Rand from DuePoint. What would an extra 140,000 Rand do for you in the next 2 years? What would it do? That's where Lynette is at the moment. Folks, we have many, many testimonies of people building their wealth here. We put them up so that you can believe. We do not hide anything here at DuePoint, and we do not make false promises. We want you to go away. We want you to do the research. Part of that research must be the lives of those who have actually done the work here at DuePoint. Go away, watch their videos, hear their testimonies, speak to them in our halls here or wherever you meet them, and then make some decisions out of proper faith, out of proper knowledge, to move forward and to start changing your lives permanently with us here. Tonight is decision-making night. If you want to become a wealth engineer with us this evening, then folks, you've got to go to our website, DuePoint.net, click the join button, read all the information, watch the videos, fill out the form, and in 2 or 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer. No money having parted from your hands, none at all. Once you're a wealth engineer, you pick up this tool we've given you, and you get out there and you start building wealth with us. Get the tools. Data is an issue. Buy the USB sticks. We've got batteries and pens and pins and business cards. Guys, get the business cards. Right now, jump onto your app, fill out the form, or call into client services and get the business cards. They're a powerful tool for connecting individuals for us. You get 500 cards in the set that we make for you. 500. Get them and start building your wealth with us. We're on Facebook. This business is about you being plugged into the heart of this business. It is not a cold, faceless business. This is a business where you are live in our room every day, no matter where you are in the country. And if you follow us and love us on Facebook, then you know what we're thinking, what we're planning, what we're doing all the time. So follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe, and you know when we're live every day. And then download our app, guys. You need the app on your phone. I'm speaking particularly to the KZN guys now. KZN, you cannot you cannot put your granny into your channel when she doesn't even have a phone. This is not for the granny that doesn't have a phone. It's for the granny that does have the phone. And it's for everybody else that you know has a smartphone that can download the app, because when they've got the app on their phone, they are building wealth for you. They're building wealth for you. Put the app on every one of your wealth engineers' phones and make sure they use it. Use it regularly. Use it every day. Watch the training videos on it so that you become an expert at the app. Then you become an expert at wealth creation with us. And we train you to become an expert here. We don't leave you. We don't just like send you out, to the slaughter. No, we train you. Through our XP Rewards training program, we teach you how to do it. As you complete steps in the training program, we reward you with what we call XP points, experience points. As you accumulate experience points, naturally your channel's going to start growing. When your channel starts growing and you meet the experience levels required in our training program, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. As you get more serious, the cash gets more serious, and then at rank 5, we start to equip you with tools. The first is a lightning memory stick, plugs into every single device in South Africa, and has got every single presentation and download and testimony that you need to connect people to us. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of business cards. 12,500 Rand. They are gold-gilded, imported, and custom-made for you, so that when you hand it to somebody, they connect to DuePoint. And then, folks, at rank 9, remember I said Lynette's 2 or 3 products away from rank 9? When you go rank 9, we take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size. For a week, 5-star business class. Patrick, it's only a few days now. 8th of December. 8th of December, we're on that plane. Louis is going to give you a call. We've got this very special guy. He helps us with all of the organizations. He gives you the best phone call you can possibly get in your whole life. When you get that call from Louis and he says, I'm calling to organize the details around your room and your ticket and your family, it is the best phone call you can get. It's from Louis. We go every year, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to show you fake footage. I can show you the real stuff. Every year we go away. The rank 9 trip is not to entice you to become a wealth engineer. That's not what it's designed for. It is designed to reward you, because you were the one who said, I will put the time in. I will endure when others let me down. I will change my horizon from I need to be rich in 3 months to I can build permanent wealth over 5 to 10 years with DuePoint. It's for those who have done that and have worked like Lynette did for 2.5 years before it started going. It's for those people. They are rewarded not only with the wealth they've created, but with a lifetime holiday with them and their family and us here at DuePoint. When you get there, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's this year or next year or the year after, there's no timeline, then your Decembers will be spent with us looking like this.
Sun where no one can see. stand. Don't let the dark embrace. Cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
And Patrick, you know that's an ugly hotel compared to the one we're going to this year. That's an ugly one. We're going to a much better one. Heritage Ladelphia, if any of you have done some research, you'll know. Butlers at every room. We've got all the ocean suites as well, literally. Deck, what do they say? Deck, grass, beach. That's what it is. And that's where we're going, because our rank 9s have worked hard this year. They have worked hard. And this is reward for hard work. And we're happy to give it, because we want people changing their lives. That's what we want, guys. We want people changing their lives, and we will reward them, and they will come with us then. For those that push past it, rank 11, you get your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed through us, not rented from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. It's your car. Where else can you get this today? Where else is the promise made and actually delivered? I see lots of promises. Oh, the Ferrari and the Range Rover and that, and I don't see any delivered. But here at DuePoint, you can see them delivered. Join us, work towards it, put the years in, and the promises will be delivered to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving around the country at the moment, showcasing DuePoint. We're going to be down in Port Elizabeth, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That's our next stop. We were just in KZN this last Saturday. It is an awesome event. It is the perfect showcase for guests and wealth engineers. PE, I hope you're booking your seats. Guys around the country, I hope you're traveling down to be with us there. We want wealth engineers and legs in our channels throughout the country. You do not want to be a wealth engineer that's only in Gauteng or only in KZN. You want a leg in the Eastern Cape? Well, we're going to hit the Eastern Cape. If you want a leg in the Free State, we're in Bloemfontein 2 weeks after that. Then we're in Nelspruit. Then we're in Cape Town. Get somebody in every province and build your wealth across the nation. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook. You can see more things about them there. But start booking your tickets. Limited seats for the Port Elizabeth one, I know. So make sure all the seats are booked now before you lose out, and make sure you've got your planning in place for that morning. It's going to be awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, that's DuePoint. At DuePoint, we have a very, very serious objective. We are putting everything into it to change South Africans' lives. And what we want you to do this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is we want to take you two to take what we're doing seriously. We want you to go away, do the proper research. Pick this tool up. become a wealth engineer, and start immediately in building permanent wealth with us. Questions and concerns? Call into client service. Come and ask us. Ask the person who connected you this evening. Don't tell him 2 days from now, no, I didn't understand a thing that happened in that presentation, because we know it's a lie. This is a very simple presentation. Become a wealth engineer, costs you nothing, connect people, make money. There we go. That's the last 40 minutes in 4 words. That's all we do here. Take it seriously, ask the questions, and get out there and start making some change. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.